Hey guys, I'm going to talk today about passion, finding your passion, and I guess how you can build up, I don't know, it's, in my opinion, one of my great loves is rock climbing, and I think my take here is basically that passion is not something that it might not hit you in the face right away. It can just take a lot of time to build. And what's important is that you take little steps towards like that there's enough curiosity to take one more step at every step. And so, for example, with climbing, when I first started, I wasn't sure about it. It was just an interesting thing to do. It wasn't a big part of my identity. But I wanted to do something that gave me some sort of physical exercise. I signed up for a dance class. I tried Pilates, but back then it was the dance team was really embarrassing, and then the Pilates offerings back then were old grandmas. And I tried climbing, and it's this, weird, it's a warehouse amongst many other abandoned warehouses. And it was a bunch of shirtless dudes doing one-arm pull-ups, dubstep reggae playing, and I was the only girl on the climbing team. And I think there was something that was really important is early encouragement. This guy, both the coach and this one other guy, was wow, you did that climb pretty easily, you have a knack for this. And someone else was watch out, you'll get addicted. And I was what? I don't know. But I started climbing, and honestly, it was I wasn't that into it at first. And I was just curious enough to keep going, right? To keep trying it out. To keep going to practice, and I think that's honestly how it starts. That is how one of the greatest loves of my life has begun. And I think part of what I like about this is the idea that there's a lot of unknowns. You don't know how things will grow or evolve. And I had a lot of other hobbies where I started it and ended up just nothing. It didn't stick. It wasn't sticky. There was no traction. I didn't improve, and then I dropped it, right? But in the case of climbing, I kept going, and I started to improve, and I started to make friends, and then I was invited outdoors. I was getting physical exercise and social stimulation. I was starting to develop my own style of climbing, and I started to spend more time at the gym, and I lost track of reps, right? And all of a sudden, it's almost this is another skill, is knowing how to be consistent in a way that you just lose track of reps. And all of a sudden, you just build this muscle where you're just this is your life now. It's the infinite staircase kind of thing. You have always been climbing this staircase. There's never been anything else. And once you reach this point, it becomes a lot easier to improve. And you don't even realize it until one day you're wow, I've gotten pretty strong. Suddenly part of my identity is going to the climbing gym. I've made a bunch of friends. My social graph is becoming a lot of climbers, and there's improvement and progress. And with that progress and the newfound friendship, for me, it felt I had a baby passion. And fast forward over a decade, I think of climbing as one of the big passions or loves in my life, and I feel like if I hadn't made space for that in the beginning, if I had expected it like to fall in love just right off the bat, then I wouldn't have reached this state ever. I would have dismissed it as like, oh, this is interesting, but like not that, like, I don't know, it's kind of dirty. Like I wasn't that into chalk, you know. So yeah, I don't know, that's my vlog for today on building a passion, like allowing a passion to develop, you know, give it time and space and like some grace. All right, yeah, see you guys.